Hey everybody, it's Shindu07 here with another deck profile and tournament report featuring Megucas.
No.
Megucas. Magical girls, yes. White shorts. My first, probably the actual deck. There was a very first DNA White Shorts tournament on Monday, and it was an 8-man tournament, and came in second place. Yeah, so the meta was pretty. The participants was pretty like one-sided in most of the way, but only one deck wins it all. So there was a mixture. It was mainly English, but with one Japanese deck in there. In the tournament, there was 6 Megucas, 1 Sao, and 1 Vivid Red. So anyway, we're gonna go straight to the deck profile. So I run, this deck is really stupid and cheap.
It protects friends.
And it protects friends, but no Sayakas. No Sayakas in the deck, even though I wanted to. But no, this deck has no change. Okay, this is, guys, to give you a heads up, this is a really cheap version of the deck, with a strategy, with barely one strategy in it, and that is it's basically rush. Yes, if you think about it, you're like, why are you not playing change? Why are you not playing the other broken Meguca cards or all the other stuff? Because I don't have it. No, it's not because it's expensive. It's because I didn't get a chance to play or mix around with it. I mix around with whatever stuff that I find commons and uncommon wise, and just let me go from there. So, and a bunch of trial decks, of course. But anyway, 2 3K vanillas, dark haired girl, Hemirus. 2 Hemirus over there. Just vanilla ones. These are 2K Megucas in order to protect everyone whenever they declare an attack. Give one of my other characters an extra K for their attack, which is alright, so. Could have been better, but I don't know. 2 Megucas battle with, I still can't pronounce the last word of it, but if there's 2 other characters or less, it gets an extra 1500, which is pretty good. Combined with a Homura or something like that, which I'll explain a little bit more. Speaking of Homuras, Homura cares for Megucas. I run 4 of them, so if I put this together, both of them are pretty much 3.5k, which is pretty strong in both rows. To hold for defense wise, so that's something I like to do. 4 ordinary girls, Megucas. 1 because I don't know if there's any cool green cards that gives me +5 or something globally or anything like that, but it works well just behind turn 1 strength. There'll be 4k Megucas. That's pretty good. But yeah, like I said, this deck doesn't it's just a build I make, and I had one strategy into it, and I went for it. For you, a 4QSK. When you ever declare an attack, you look at the top card. If you like it, you put it on the top. If you don't, you just put it on the bottom of the deck. Really good for damage checking, especially when you're damaged, except if you're looking for precise numbers and souls, you go from there. That's my level 0 lineup. I'll have 18? Yeah, 18. It's too much, but it works for me a lot. Level 1s, I run 1 counter. Meguca protects hope.
Meguca protects friends.
Yeah, 1500 to any character, 25 for the one who's 25 for whoever gets an attack, which is pretty good. I probably want to run more of her later. 1 Homura, Hemiru's Hidden Feelings. I only have 1 of her, so I just go with that. 2 Hemiru's Lonely Battles, mainly there for the cheap encores. 6k Encore is pretty good. 2 Battle of Walcott blah 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 Hemirus. I need to.
Wagga Laga.
I gotta go watch the movie. I gotta go watch the anime and stuff like that. Yes, I'm a scrub. I didn't watch the anime yet.
Weeaboo.
I'm not a weeaboo. Scrub. Anyway, these two actually pretty digs. They look at the top 2. Choose one of them to the top of the deck, the other one to the discard pile, to the waiting room. To be excited. They good for damage checking as well, and also to get rid of unnecessary stuff. And especially like in late game when you ever get climax screwed or anything like that, you'll try to dig your deck slowly towards deck refresh so you can have fresh climaxes. 4 best friends, meguca. No, 3. Not even 3. 3 best friends, meguca and Hemiru. 5k ones, pretty cheap. Has a climax combo for 1 if I played my very best friend climax. All my characters gets an extra 25, which is pretty strong. Pretty strong overall. So 75 to like 85, especially in the early games. So that's one thing. 4 meguca of the Blue Skies. 55, 5.5 vanillas. Pretty solid, and it's meguca because Hemiru needs meguca. Hooray, boo!
Forever.
That's my level 1 lineup right there. My level 2, 1 meguca swaying feelings. Mainly there for the assists. I probably will change this card out of the deck because everyone's like looking at for the change. I'm looking for the ultimate megucas later on, but I'll worry about that later. 1 fighting against Faith Hemiru. Not a great card overall, but it's a promo card for 8k. If I do pay 2 stock, it gets an extra 2k. So I could use this potentially to knock some characters over with a power of climaxes and stuff like that, but I haven't been using that all day long. 2 Allied Justice Sayaku's weak. I need no. Anyway, gets an extra 1500. No, it gets an extra K if it has 3 or more characters. If I have 3 or more magic characters. All my characters in this deck are magical characters because they're magical girls. So yeah. And also I run 2 Hemiru Sad Resonation. Shift 2 level 2 with a climax combo. I won't rely on anyone anymore. Becomes a 15k beast, which is like take care of like level 3s. I do run level 3s in this deck. I'm thinking about cutting it down to like only 4 in my deck. 4 Hemirus and 1 meguca. Yeah, they're all trial decks. Yeah, so don't judge. This deck got 2nd place against like what? A Sal deck that's pretty developed. But then again, no. But he also got. Well, I'll go over it. It barely beat everybody else, but it got the wins. In the game, I run climaxes. So I run 3 my very best friends, 1 Madoka's Wish, and 4. I won't rely on 81 anymore. All of them are +1 +K. So +1 soul 1K power. So that's pretty much my deck right there. Going real quick with the tournament report. 8 players, 3 rounds of Swiss, with a top cut of 2. First round I played against Rias and Hisao. He drew into 7 climaxes early, so he couldn't play 1. There was a point where there's 1 turn where he couldn't do anything. So I was just in there for free, trying to get all the free damage. And once he let that go, or once he let that top early game, then I was just like able to do a lot of damage after that. So that's pretty much it for. That's pretty much got me the victory there. Round 2, I played against Shugo Tenshi with River Red. He was actually the only one playing a Japanese deck because he didn't have any English decks on him at that time, I think. Oh well. Anyway, he played something mysterious Anon or something like that. So I got the victory by getting him to deck refresh because he was by doing a lot of damage. So he couldn't play his feathers and he got nothing in the waiting room for much. So I was able to live just for that. I didn't have to see any big beast monsters. Round 3 I played against Anthony with megucas. He was playing Mammy Sayaka, I believe. Mammy Sayaka? I don't remember. But it was something with those chain combos, and I barely walked away with the victory on that one, finishing up with by only 1 soul. He got me down to level 3. He got me to level 3 with 6 soul, so I couldn't clock. I couldn't clock for a turn, and I was like, oh, I draw the card and he didn't rush in there and get him to 7 damage. So that got me to 3-0 in the Swiss round, putting me in the top cut against Brian, who got 2-1. Played with Red, and that one's actually, I don't need to explain as much. I will be uploading that video as soon as I can, as soon as my internet says being a loser overall. But that's my deck report in White Shorts. Even though there's only 8 people, I had a really fun time playing against everybody out there. Shout out to everybody out there related to DNA, playing all White Shorts, James, Anthony, Matthew, Sean, everybody else there. DNA is actually making, we'll start doing more tournaments as well. Then there may be there actually talks about, for those who are watching this video that never played White Shorts, demo days up at DNA at the northwest side near Humble. Yeah, it's all the way in Humble. But it's the north side. I know a lot of people start playing a lot of Strike Zone, but I haven't been there in a while, so I should make a run over there as soon as possible to see what's going on over there. But other than that, that's my deck report for Weiss. I know the deck looks so bad, but it gives me the job done. So, but if you have any suggestions about the deck, simply comment below. Also share this out, and then spread the video, because spread the more fun with Weiss, because Weiss is actually pretty fun. Minus Sal. You heard me? Yes, minus Sal. No hate, no total hate on that. But it's just like everyone just plays so much Sal. That's all it is. So, and then everybody was meguca. So I was like, nah, I want to play Phase 0 now. But anyway, other than that, I'll talk to y'all later. Catch you soon.